Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the newly EZA Tech Exchange Majin Buu here. We're going to quickly go through what he does, and then we'll jump into an event here. So in terms of what he's able to do, I'm just going to go through the things that matter. So basically the super attack effects and then the passive. So in base form, he's going to greatly raise attack and raise defense for one turn. So he's basically getting a 50% attack raise for one turn and a 30% defensive raise for one turn. Passive is attack and defense 150% 3 key. Then he gets 50% extra attack when performing a super attack. He's going to get 40% damage reduction and then an extra 30% damage reduction if you have a Majin Power category ally attacking in the same turn. So basically on the Majin Buu team, he's going to get 70% damage reduction at all times, which is very, very good. Then he gets an additional damage reduction. Oh, sorry, I read that already. Then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% when there are no Majin Power enemies. So he's going to get stronger if you're not fighting a Majin Power enemy, which is good, obviously, because that's the majority of the game. And then, of course, he exchanges into pure Evil Buu basically on the next attacking turn. So let's go ahead and go over to Evil Buu. Super attack effect becomes greatly raised attack and raises defense for 3 turns. So it's the same super attack effect, except it's going to remain for 3 turns instead of just being for 1 turn. Immense damage and seal super attack. Now his passive is 3 key, attack plus 200%, defense plus 150%. Then he gets an additional attack plus 70% when performing a super attack. He's going to reduce damage by 40%. And then he's going to have the same condition as the base form. He's going to get an extra 30% damage reduction if there's a Majin Power category ally attacking on the same turn. Then he's going to get, again, another 50% attack and defense when there is no Majin Power category enemy. And then he's going to have a great chance of stunning the attacked enemy. Obviously, it's not really going to matter on global right now, but once we get a lot of these 9th anniversary events where the enemies can be stunned, that will be pretty effective. And then he also has a high chance of dodging. So a 50% chance to dodge in this form, which is pretty nice. And then he has the active skill to transform into Super Buu, which can be active, which you can use starting from the 4th turn after exchange. So basically, you float this character off on that turn when he transforms into Evil Buu, and then the next turn he comes back around, you'll be able to use the active transform with him. And then when he goes into Super Buu, here's where things become a little bit insane. He's going to get a massive attack raise and a great defensive raise for 3 turns. He's a 100% attack buff and a 50% defensive buff for 3 turns on the super attack effect. That is really, really good. So additionals are going to be pretty important for this guy. Passive is 4 key, attack plus 250%, defense plus 200%. Then he gets an extra 100% attack when super attacking, and then he's going to just have defense or damage reduction by 50%, and then he's going to have an extra 20% when there's a Majin Power category ally on the same turn. And then he's going to get 50% attack and 25% crit per rainbow keys for you obtain. Once again, I will mention the same thing I did in the showcase for the Dokkan Fest Majin Buu, the Int one. We don't have Mr. Buu's EZA on global, so we don't have access to the double rainbow orb changing, which actually I think is going to be a pretty big deal for this guy in terms of how much damage he's going to do, because again, if you get 4 rainbow keys here, so this guy, he's doing guaranteed crits, which with a double rainbow orb changer is a lot easier to get and a lot more feasible to get than if you have no rainbow orb changers on the team, which is what we have here. So we'll see how well he does on global, but this guy's, I think, going to be significantly more offensively powerful once we do have Mr. Buu's EZA, which I think is probably going to come out with the next World Tournament, but we'll see. All right, so my build for the character, I did go mostly additional because I think once you get to, well, it's not even just Super Buu where it's important. I think in all forms it's pretty important because every super attack effect in some way gives defense. But obviously with Super Buu it's going to be even more important because it's the 3-turn great raise. I gave him some dodge and I gave him some crit. Again, I don't really think giving him crit is that important because he's getting a lot of crit per rainbow keys here, but on base form and in Evil Buu form, he's going to, I guess he would benefit a decent amount from crit. I also gave him a lot of defense, so I gave him a level 7 premium skill orb for bronze defense, and then I gave him the level 4 dodge and 600 defense for the gold equip, and that's mainly just because I think the raw defensive stats are going to synergize pretty well with his high level of damage reduction, and he has 70% damage reduction assuming you're running him on the Majin Buu team throughout the entirety of his existence, right? He's going to start out the fight, which is actually something that I think they did a really good job of. They didn't start him out as like a rinky-dink nobody, and then when he gets to Super Buu, he's like a monster. They kind of made him good throughout the entire form, or throughout the entirety of the fight, right? So he's going to start out with Majin Buu. He already has 70% damage reduction right away, and it's not like he's gaining anything when he's getting to Super Buu. He still has the same amount of damage reduction, but the amount of defense he's going to be gaining from his passive and his super attack effect is going to go up a little bit. So I really think the raw defense should synergize pretty well with this character. Today we're going to run him, of course, on the Majin Buu team here, and we're going to jump into the Omega event. This is, you know, a difficult event that is long, so we should be able to get through the all the different forms of this character. We'll see. Obviously, type disadvantage at the end could be, you know, could be a little bit scary, but I think this character's probably good enough to hang in there anyway. We'll have to just, you know, get pretty lucky, I think, with the AoEs, right? So if like STR Super Buu gets clogged by, or gets clobbered. I meant to say clobbered. Gets clobbered by an AoE in like STR Omega phase, something could be bad, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess I'll just bring like a. I don't even want to. It doesn't really. Just in case, like if I think we're gonna die and we want to get to the end, I guess we could just bring like a King Yama or something. So let's jump in with this. We'll see how we do, and if we have to make any adjustments, we will. But it is pretty important to have a full Majin power team just for the sake of the TEQ Evil Buu. He needs to have that. All right, let's go. So TEQ Exchange Buu is on the second rotation, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think I have a skip on here, but it doesn't matter. All right. So we cannot dodge this first phase. This is a bit unfortunate because I would rather the Int Majin Buu not get sealed, and Evil Buu cannot dodge in this phase. So, I mean, the question is, do we put Super Buu in slot 1 and have him take like 500k? We could. I mean, the team could live because the team is very good, and we have a lot of healing on this team. I think we'll just leave it like this. It's just unfortunate. It's just this sucks. Whatever. Let's go. Maybe he won't super. Maybe he just won't super out of those 6 attacks that he's doing. Oh my god, he actually didn't super? Wait, what? Okay. Sure, I guess we'll... I mean, that's going to allow us to get these stacks in. I'll take it. Alright, of course, normal. And we didn't get the additional. Okay, awesome. Thanks. That was really worth it. Okay, anyway. We'll do some good damage with Evil Buu. Guaranteed crit, guaranteed additional super. And then the STR Super Buu. I assume the STR Super Buu is going to get supered anyway. It's kind of funny that we didn't put him in slot 1 because we thought he would get supered, and now he's going to get supered at the end here probably. We did debuff him. Yeah, here it is, of course. Yes. Great. Ow. That's fine. We'll heal a lot of that off. Okay, so I think I'll keep the rotation of these two here. These guys share all 7 links, I believe. Yeah, look at this. All 7 links are shared. 304,000 defense on turn 1. I mean, keep in mind, he's getting, I think, was it the 30% defensive raise here? He's getting 30% defense on super attack, which means he's basically getting 100k defense. So after supering, he'll be hovering around 400,000 defense, but he's at 70% damage reduction, so that's pretty good. What is the friend build on this Buu? 13 additional, mostly crit. Okay, so he didn't get the additional. Damn, that sucks. All right, let's do this. And we'll just do this. And we'll give Super Buu the AGL orbs there. Heal up a little bit. All right, so we'll get some stacks in with this Buu. 8 million. Yeah, I mean, you can notice a difference getting all 7 links active with this guy next to him. That's a lot of damage. Actually, he might kill. I actually kind of hope we don't get this. Don't give us the additional. Don't give us the... My Buu only has 15 additional. Okay, it's a normal. I'll take it. Actually, that's pretty good just so that we can see the attack stat on the TEQ Exchange Buu. I assume it's probably going to end up being like 8-9 million or something. Probably nothing too crazy. Yeah, 9.5. Okay. This is not really a damage character until we get to Super Buu. The first form and the Evil Buu form of this character, I don't really imagine is going to be doing a ton of damage. Super Buu should be pretty powerful, though. All right, so STR Omega could be a problem. I think the best way to do this is to put Int Buu in slot 1. Is it? We lose a little defense there, because what link do we lose out on? Infinite Regeneration? Yeah. So the problem with this guy is he has a 90%, or yeah, has a great chance to guard. Right? Oh, actually, no, he is guarding the first turn guaranteed. So actually, no, we can actually put him in slot 1. The first turn he's on rotation, he does guaranteed guard. So I think actually doing this is probably better. This is probably better. He technically has higher defense than Fat Boo would in slot 1. And he has a chance to dodge anyway. So let's do that. Because that first attack could be a super, so. Let's do this. And Evil Boo. I mean, Evil Boo is probably going to dodge. He has a 70% chance to dodge, and he has a lot of dodge. I give him a lot of hidden potential system additional dodge. A hidden potential system dodge. It is a super. Dodge this. He did not. It's going to hurt. Yeah. All right. That sucks. Did not dodge, unfortunately. All right, we are going to start stacking, though. I mean, the thing with this team is as long as you don't die in one hit, you're probably good because of how much healing the team has. Again, the only character now that could take damage is Evil Boo. The thing with Evil Boo, though, is he can survive the KO hit. So if he survives the KO hit, like let's say he eats the AoE, he could survive with 1 health, and then this Fat Boo could die and revive. That's a potential thing that could happen here. But I would rather he just not take any damage at all, honestly. All right, here it is. Let's see. Oh, he dodges. Okay, he dodges too. Nice. Yeah, so we should be good, I think. We should be fine. There's the additional super here. We could do one more super, I guess. Hidden potential system. Is a normal. Okay. He actually does get hit. All right, you dodge this next one? Okay, even if he didn't dodge that one, he actually would have lived because, again, he has the survive KO attacks, the thing. All right, Evil Boo. We transformed into Evil Boo. So what we could do here, actually, is we could float Evil Boo off. And what that would do is... I actually think we probably have to do that if we want to see Super Boo. We're actually killing him too fast. This just sucks because I don't want STR Super Boo to take 1,000,000 damage. I might just use the King here. Just because I want to see Super Boo in this fight. Like, I think we have to do this. This gives us the best chance of being able to see Super Boo in the fight. Because if we keep Evil Boo on rotation here, he's not going to transform until turn 8. Because it has to be 4 turns after he exchanges into Evil Boo. This is why I said it kind of sucked that we got him on the second rotation. I think the best way to showcase Super Boo would be to do this. And then because there's a very good chance that STR Super Boo could die here, I'm going to go ahead and use this. So let's do this. And we will just try and not kill until we get to... yeah, this was definitely death. I mean, that would have actually triggered the revive if we didn't use the King Emma, I think. So it wouldn't have really mattered, but I was just scared of STR Super Boo dying. The whole point of the video is to show the transformed Super Boo, so I'm just gonna try and do what we can to make that happen. All right. Yeah, like this AoE, it did 82k with the King Yama. I'm pretty sure he was 100% dead. But I mean, to be fair, we would have died anyway to the first super. So. I mean, would have revived, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. All right, what does Evil Boo do here? What does his attack look like? 11.9. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can notice it's a little bit higher than the first Boo. No additional, because the first Boo I think was at like 9.5, so it's slightly higher, but it's still nothing crazy. It's gonna start looking crazy when we get to Super Boo, I think. Oh, we can actually use, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Thanks for the tease, Dokkan. It It really showed that we can... That's so stupid. You know how rare it is to get AGL Super BUU's active skill? It showed we could use AGL Super BUU's active skill, and then we healed up, and it went away immediately before I could even do anything. The reason why is because you have to be under a certain percentage of health to use this guy's active skill. What is it, 60%? Yeah, that's almost like impossible on this team. Yeah, here you go. Oh, just kidding. Okay, so let's do this. I think we'll just leave things like this. This is fine. I think we should probably just transform with BUU tanks. And let's do that. And we can just do this. Doesn't matter. Is he going to super right away? Again? Actually, do we die to this? That would be good if we just died to this. Oh, that's actually really, really good. Because you know what that does? It gives us a turn where we did nothing, which is what we want. Yeah, this is actually going pretty well, because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill him on this turn, and we're actually gonna go into Int Omega with Super BUU. That's exactly what we wanted. 750. This is mine, right? With the mega defense. Yeah. I am going to rotate you off because we're about to go into the int phase. So let's do this. We're losing a little bit of defense, but it doesn't matter. Let's do this. And let's do that. We are also going to have access at this point to the int BUU's active skill. So we could theoretically use those active. We have two on the team, right? We have this one, then we have the one in the other rotation. But for the sake of the showcase, the entire purpose of the video is to show how well the TEQ Super BUU performs against the boss. So we will not use the active skill so that we can see how well Super BUU defends against the attacks from Int Omega. We got a quad super. Wow. I'm actually really curious to see what is this BUU's defense going to look like next turn. We got 4 stacks. Remember, my BUU has like 16,000 plus defense with the skill orbs that I have on him. All right, let's see. Evil BUU dodge. Okay, nice. And then this STR Buhan's going to get a stack, which is going to carry over to the next turn, which is good. So things went pretty well on this rotation here. All right, so now we're going to go into the next turn with Super BUU. Exactly what we want. And because it is his showcase, we'll go ahead and play the active skill animation. Alrighty, here we go. So we have 5 out of 7 in the middle with just int BUU. We have 4 out. We're missing Metamorphosis. What does Metamorphosis do? Let me just make sure I'm remembering correctly. 10% attack and defense. Okay, so we probably do want that. Now we're missing infinite regeneration. Yeah, putting him in the middle is probably what we want to do, right? Let's... Alternatively, we could put him at the end. There's a decent amount of attacks at the end. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 attack. I think he's actually pretty likely to super at the end. But I don't really want to put him at the end, because then we'll not get another turn of him. We could just put him in slot 1 and see how he does, I guess. We actually got pretty lucky with Rainbow Orbs, even though we have no Rainbow Orb changers. Okay, so I think what we should do... 304,000 versus the same. Okay, because yeah, he's missing 10% no matter what we do. If we put him in slot 1 here, I'm gonna put him in slot 1. This is obviously not as good of a situation as if we had put him in slot 2, but I mean, there's a greater chance of him supering in slot 1. So I just want to see this. Let's go ahead and grab him this. This is actually going to be 4 rainbow orbs, which is a guaranteed crit for him. So we'll do this. I think we probably want to keep... Do we want to keep Buhan on rotation? Or Fat Boo? I think... We'll just keep Fat Boo on rotation. It's fine. We'll just keep Fat Boo here. And we'll do that. All right, let's see how this goes. If he supers right away, we could take a lot of damage. Okay, he didn't super right away. We dodged anyway. So I'm actually pretty happy he didn't super there. Okay, double digits from that is pretty good. Because if he would have super, we would have dodged and it would have been pointless. All right, so 21. That's a bit of a jump. 21 million. All right, I gave you a lot of additional. 20 additional. Let's see. Nice. Okay, yeah, 24 guaranteed crit. Super. Go ahead. Super. Super him. Oh, this is perfect. Don't dodge this. Okay, nice. This is exactly why I did this. All right, how much does this do? Wow. Wow. Something to remember also is we floated Evil Boo prior to this rotation. And the reason why that's significant is because, remember, Evil Boo's super attack effect gives a 3-turn 30% defensive stack. So we actually did not have the stack carry over from Evil Boo, right? I don't think we did. Is that true? We supered with Evil Boo. 1, 2. Yeah. So we didn't have the stack carry over. So, and that's just a product of me wanting to get Super Boo out quicker. If we would have kept Evil Boo on that rotation where we floated him, and instead of floating him, we kept him there, we would have actually had the stack carry over, but it would have taken an extra turn to get Super Boo out, which is why I made the decision to float him. But I mean, that's really an ideal situation we just saw from. This is probably the strongest boss on global right now, and it's type disadvantage. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else we need to show, obviously, right? That's everything that we could possibly have hoped for was right there. All right, well, by the way, my Boo is at 1.17. You know what his defense is when he supers here? His defense is like right around 3 million. It's like right around 3 million defense when he supers. A little bit under 3 million, but it's, yeah, okay. I think the best way to do this is we'll just we'll do this, and we'll use Boo's active just to do it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's nothing else we need to see. This is basically over. I mean, I feel like I've been saying this a lot recently, but it is the case where we just don't have access to difficult enough content on global to where we can really show what this guy can do. I mean, this was a very good showing from him against Omega, but like, Omega's a tough boss. I'm not saying that, but we're now getting characters which are post 9th anniversary characters that are supposed to be competing against like these ridiculous 9th anniversary events, like Supreme Battle Spectacle Gogeta, Beast Gohan. We have like the movie memorial events, which, if you guys aren't playing JP, you won't have any idea what I'm talking about, but there's insane difficult events coming out for the 9th anniversary. Technically, these characters, because we're getting these at the same time as JP, they're supposed to be able to compete in those events that are way, way, way tougher than what we have on global, which is why these characters and EZAs make the global content look really, really easy. So it's just, again, it's just, this is going to be the final time this happens, though, because apparently, according to what they are saying, we are getting a sync of the versions. So, yeah, this should be the last time this happens. But All right, so now that we've done the 2 supers in the prior turn, remember those defensive stacks, the 50% defense, and as well as the massive stacks are going to carry over to this turn because they're 3 turns. So now we are up to 609,000 defense here. Don't forget, any stacks we get on this turn are going to add to that number. So there's really nothing Omega can do at all here. I'm just going to go ahead and put him in slot 1, and actually there's nothing he can do. Everything except for Metamorphosis, Fear, and Faith. Okay, so yeah, this is the best we could do here. Put him next to him for Brutal Beatdown. I guess this is what we should do. Unfortunately, we can only get 2 rainbows here, which is not bad. It's still a 50% chance to crit. And it's going to give us an extra 50%, or sorry, 100% attack. So let's do this. And we will... I assume he's going to kill Super BUU. Should kill Omega here, I think. I mean, it'll depend on if he crits, if he gets additional stuff like that. But if he doesn't, the Evil BUU will kill because Evil BUU on this setup does have guaranteed crits and guaranteed additional super. So there we go. That is pretty much an ideal showing, I think, of Exchange BUU. Let me know down below what you guys think. Hopefully we get another super here. We can... Oh, he actually dodged again. All right. Don't dodge this. Nice. Okay, so before we super, how much does this do? Probably the same number. Yeah. Okay. Nothing else needs to be shown here. I'm very, very pleased with how this went. 24 million. Yeah, I mean, the showcase speaks for itself. I'll see you guys on the next one. Look how insane this is. Look at this.